yeah, as soon as I feel that vegetation, I'll kind of stop a little bit and kind of pull it through it a little bit. It's my first time actually catching something on this lure, man. I'm pretty excited about that. Because usually, like I said, I usually go with the Tennessee Shad KVD crankbait. And that's my all go-to lure no matter what body of water I'm fishing. Except I haven't tried it in salt water. I have tried it in brackish water and I've caught some fish on it. But rivers, lakes, ponds, that's my universal of all time. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put some smell it good stuff on this thing. See if I can't attract some more fish. I'm going to try some of this kicking bass stuff. I like to put this on my jigs, but we're going to give it a shot on my crankbait. Put that lid back on so it doesn't spill anywhere. So I've had this thing for almost 9 years now, and it's been my pond fishing bag, lake fishing bag. Of course, not for the boat. I got big tackle boxes for all that stuff, but for my traveling fishing stuff, you can't go wrong with a backpack. And if you don't, you need one. Nothing worse than carrying a plastic tackle box around. You're trying to go through woods and trying to, you know, get to a pond or a lake or a river or something, and you have to carry all that thing all in your poles and everything. It's just too much. Get a backpack. That's Grant's advice for today. Get a backpack. Be Dora for a day. Thought I had a bite. Freaking grass got me up. I'm going to try a few more casts in this area since I caught 2 out of here, and then I'm going to move on over here, see what I can do. Yeah, I know, I said last cast, but you know what? I feel good about this spot for some reason. I'm going to try a couple more casts here, see if I can pull anything in. Anyone's ever fished with me, they know I am diehard. There's not much talking with me when I fish. And I'm usually by myself because I go at times where people are still sleeping, they don't want to get up. I've never fished in a bass tournament. I've always wanted to. I just don't feel like I have the skill set and stuff to be able to go to a body of water and figure it out and be able to catch fish. You know, I know where I should be fishing. I know what kind of lure I should be using, but these bass fishermen, man, that are on tournaments, man, they can read their sonar so good. I'm still having problems reading my sonar. I still can't figure it out. I need to go with somebody that can show me what to do. how to read fish, what, you know. I mean, I've done research, I've taken a couple DVD courses on it, but it's not enough. Obviously, I'd be in bass tournaments if I could read my sonar and be able to distinguish where fish are and get them to bite. But, you know, I've heard a lot of people tell me that that's everybody's ongoing problems, or, you know, not common problem, but just things they need to work on, you know. Thought I had a bite there. Some grass sticking up there where it wants me to. All right, so I'm gonna try a different side, guys. I'm gonna give this side a try. I've caught some big ones right along this bank line right here. So once I get over a little further, I'm going to cast down this bank a couple times. See if I can get anything to pop. I physically can't see any fish in the water. And if you were just, you know, visiting and you came to this pond, this lake, these lakes, you'd be like, huh, it's pretty garbagey. But to be honest with you, it's not. I mean, you just saw two nice sized bass come out of here. They're in here. December last year, actually no, 2017, I caught a 6-pounder out of here in December. And let me tell you, that was like an early Christmas gift. I was so excited. You know, I got pictures of that bass and I was just like, yeah, baby. And I got him off a swim bait. It was a 5-inch swim bait. Had a swim jig head on it. Because the vegetation, those are one of the perfect baits to throw if you have heavy vegetation. I mean, I know everybody likes this, you know, topwater frog and, you know, different things like that, but for some reason, man, I can just slide it across that vegetation, man, and I have big fish snap at it. Just right now, I knew crankbait was going to be the best way to go. I knew a flat bill right now is the best way to go. Besides rattle traps, I might try a rattle trap here in a little bit, but with rattle traps, I have a hard time controlling the depth on how. If I don't, you know, like for flat bills, I can sit there and I can determine how high or low I want it in the water column. But with a rattle trap, I mean, things are, you know, I usually do the big ones, not the super big ones, but I mean, I do nice size ones like that, and they're pretty heavy and they sink pretty quick. So you got to speed reel those things in to keep the water depth, but. You know, there's different ways to fish rattle traps, but to be honest with you, I think flat bills are one of my favorites. Why? Because I catch more fish on them, more production, more hookup efficiency. You know, like right now, there's all the weed bed, I can feel it, so I got to kind of slow down a little bit, kind of lift a little bit, and try to get over all that vegetation. Because those bass will come right popping out of that vegetation, man, because they're predators. They're seeking that kind of stuff, so they'll hide in those good areas like that, and they'll just freaking attack. I'm gonna try to fish off this point real quick and see if I can grab and bite or something off that side. Of all the times I fished in this lake, I've never really had a lot of success straight off this point, but doesn't mean that there's no fish in there. It's just, it seems like the fish are always to the left or to the right over here. You know, and how this is going, I need to move around a little bit here. I got some company behind me. So they're going to start fishing here in a second, so I've got to find a good spot here. It's time for me to move over. I got people already over here on me. So hang in tight, guys. This spot right over here is one of my favorites, right here.